Okay, hi everybody. My name is Andrea Bonfiglio from the Research Center for Agricultural Policies and Bioeconomy. And the objective of this illustration is, in this presentation, is to try to briefly illustrate the Innovarurale website, Innovarurale platform. This is an initiative of the Italian National and Rural Network, which has been founded, created in 2019 by two important institutions at national level, CREA and ISMEA, which are respectively specialized in research and innovation in agriculture and assessment of agriculture markets. In implementation of the Italian strategic plan for innovation and research, which has been developed by the Ministry of Agriculture for the period 2014-2020, with a specific objective, that to satisfy an increase in demand for information and sharing the field, obviously, of the research and innovation, coming from the wide basin of stakeholders involved in the agriculture sector and in general from the civil society. And since its date of foundation, this portal has grown in a significant manner in terms of visitors, in terms of registered users, in terms of materials that have been published, in terms of services that have been developed and offered to the wide public, and becoming one of the most important reference points at national level relevant to innovation in agriculture. And the objectives. And this portal pursues three main objectives. One is to disseminate information regarding the AKIS system, research, knowledge, and innovation, allowing a navigation experience for the users with different levels of personalization. The other objective is to inform the public about the results achieved by policies and how the funds have been concretely spent, to guarantee transparency in terms of information and to justify, to legitimate the funding policies in favor of research and innovation. The other objective is to try to connect different projects, several individuals, subjects that concretely operate, act in the territories and are involved in the process of innovation and research. This portal is managed by two governing bodies. At an upper level, we have the editorial committee, which defines the editorial and policy guidelines of this portal, and it's composed of several representatives coming from the Italian Ministry of Agriculture, but also from the Interregional Research Network, from agriculture organizations, and from academic and research world. The other governing body is represented by the editorial board, which represents, let's say, the military wing. In other words, its aim, its function is that to translate the guidelines, the policies that have been defined at an upper level into practical and operational decisions. And it's composed of the web manager, which is my role, and several managers and collaborators involved in the Italian National Rural Network projects, in addition to other members coming from the implementing bodies, from CREA and ISMEA, who play an important role in implementing information, implement information on this website. And the portal is made up of 6 main sections. We have the Europe and Italy sections, which are aimed at collecting information about research innovation carried out in Europe and in Italy. Specifically, the Europe sections collect information coming from the European Ape Agri Network and from official round tables. Then we have the Ape Agri section, which is a section collecting information about the operation groups that have been activated in Italy. We have the AKIS in the CAP section, collecting and providing data information about the application of the specific interventions provided by the National Strategic Plan about the AKIS system. Then we have the Innovation in Action section, containing insights on applied innovation. And finally, we offer the Knowledge section, containing data, information, updates about training and information policies that have been implemented and supported by Italian region. There also you can find some services for defining, for setting up customized training and evaluation activities, what we call as virtual labs. In fact, this section offers 2 virtual labs. We have an educational one, educational laboratory, and the other is an evaluation laboratory, called respectively Rural Lab and Eval Lab. Let's start with the first one. The educational laboratory, called Rural Lab, has been founded, has been created in order to develop and to test the tools and initiatives aimed at training in agriculture. There you can find usable and freely usable software that is available to trainers that can be used for the creation of multimedia lessons. Using this software, we have developed a series of teaching units, which has been organized into training courses. So far, we have developed 2 training courses, one focused on precision farming, and the other one on the agriculture consultancy, taking advantage of a strict collaboration with the training institution and agriculture professional organization in order to take account of the needs expressed by farmers. The other laboratory is the evaluation laboratory, Eval Lab, which has been founded in order to develop and host web tools in favor of policymakers and the consultants that can be useful for setting up and assessing policies and investments for innovation in agriculture. So far, we have developed 3 web tools. One is Just Innova, which is a tool which allows users to identify criticalities on a regional scale at different levels, economic, social, and environmental levels, that can be solved or at least mitigated through the application of innovation. Another tool is the App Decisio, which is a web tool that has been developed in order to assist users in evaluating, assessing the profitability of investments in precision farming. The other tool is the more complete decision support tool, which allows users to evaluate the overall sustainability of any investment in agriculture, in terms of economic, financial, environmental, and social sustainability. Basically, it implements cost-benefit analysis with reference to economic, financial sustainability. As regards environmental, social sustainability, the logic, the rationale is that the objectives pursued by the investment are compared with the objectives that are pursued by the National Strategic Plan. The portal also offers 3 important databases that can be freely consulted by anybody. One database is the national database of operational groups. This is, I can say, the core of this initiative, which is contained in you can find the 8 agri sections. So far, we have collected about 800 projects, which represent almost the totality of the projects that have been supported, we've been financed in Italy. And for each project, you can know the objectives pursued, the activities that have been carried out, the innovations implemented, the results sheets, links to events and documents published, and above all, the composition of the entire partnership composing the operational groups. Not only the leader, but also all the other partners composing this partnership. And this is one of the main differences compared to other databases. I mean, in particular, the APAGRI database, where you only find information about the leader. Here we find information about all the partners with the objectives of rebuild, reconstruct the entire network of subjects that have been involved in this kind of innovative initiative. The other database is the catalog of innovations in the field that you can find the innovation action section. We have published so far 114 experiences of farms that have been practically involved in innovation projects. And finally, we have the regional agricultural research, which contains almost 2,000 research projects that have been supported by regions, by Italian regions. It's a little bit out of date, frankly, but it's currently being updated with the inclusion of national and international research projects being financed and supported so far. And the portal also offers additional services for searching for potential partners and operational groups in order to facilitate the meeting between innovation supply and the demand. Moreover, there you can find several in-depth documents and analysis in the form of reports, working papers, but also in the form of research articles that have been published in scientific journals by the CREA Innovation Research Group, which is formed of several colleagues of mine. Part of this group is a member of the editorial committee and editorial board. And this group published on specific and worked on specific topics, particularly the effectiveness of the interactive approach to innovation in Italy, but also the impact the operational groups on farm performance at an environmental economic level, and the characteristics, the properties of partner network using tools such as the social network analysis. The website also offers statistics and graphs based on the data that you can find in the published database, but also infographics about the spreading of operational groups and Italy, a rich glossary of terms in the field of research and innovation, useful links to external resources, and an help desk to provide assistance and information to users. What about the future? What about the future perspectives? It's evident, it's obvious that all further services and modification of this will be implemented in relation to the strategic decisions that have been made by Italian government for this current programming period. I mean, the National Strategic Plan and the strategy of digitalization that has been clearly defined within the National Strategic Plan. Also, in response to the forthcoming and Italian Strategic Plan for Innovation and Research in Agriculture for the current programming period. But in any case, now we are, for example, discussing about the possibility of implementing services based on artificial intelligence. I mean, the development of a chatbot to facilitate the search for information, also to provide answers to users about innovation based on all the data that have been collected and are available on the website. The other direction is that to further reinforce, to strengthen the national support to AKIS. In which way? The first way is to provide more specific and more detailed information for consultants about the available decision support system that we can find that have been applied in agriculture in Italy. In this respect, for example, we are organizing a series of webinars that are specifically dedicated to this topic. And the other action is represented by the development of specific back office section in favor of a regional AKIS representative in order to make it possible the collection and the sharing of relevant strategic information on innovation. I thank you very much for your attention and my presentation. And before concluding, I warmly invite you to visit in our website, Innovarurale. Thank you very much for your attention.
For further information, you can visit the Modern AKIS website at modernakis.eu or do follow us on social media.